We want to find a good job, and then we want to earn enough money to live comfortably for our family, find a good husband or a good wife. Eventually, these are the stuff we think about. I think an artist, he wakes up in the morning and he thinks about how to create, how to think the world. No one thinks about that. But you see, if no one thinks about how to understand the world, how to think the world, how to look at the world, what is important, what's the meaning, and who will do it for you? And eventually you might spend your whole life worrying and focusing on things that will not be as important. Art helps you to see the life from their point of view, which ask questions that help you live yours. We opened the gallery in March 2020. So we prepared the opening during September 2019. You know, we grew it in the mind, in the idea, the project, first exhibition ready, trying to get the works. And slowly we build up the project, we find the space, we find a PR, find the team. And then in February, COVID, and then it grows. A moment where a lot of people will ask themselves questions, what is going on? We think that this is exactly the kind of moment when we need art. It's not in the moment where everything is fine. We need art. Art is there in the moments where we are in crisis, in the moments where we lack of understanding. It is supposed to help us see the world in a better way. And for that reason, we call each other with my father and we were like, let's open. And not that only we're gonna open, but we're gonna make it even bigger. And then we decided to open the first exhibition. It's called Friendship and Reconciliation. So it was all about this idea of understanding each other. And in moments of crisis, let's create friendship and let's make a step to understand how the cultures work. People came. And we saw the reaction. We saw how people were so emotional about the exhibition, so touched to see the art in a different way. I never did art studies, you know. My art studies is life because my sister is an artist, my mom is an artist, my father has been a collector. They don't teach you the stories of the artist, what is good, what is not good. You develop your eye. Your eye is actually much less about rational. Like you're gonna look at a painting and you're gonna try to see a figure, something that makes sense to you. So you should remove the rational. You should remove the education. And you should feel first. There is no rule. All the people will tell you, you need big studies to know art, you need to know all the artists, know all the periods. Wrong, wrong. You don't need to be elite to know art. You need to feel in your heart. You need to have the gut feeling. I like it, I don't like it. And you should trust that. The key then is to be able to understand why you like it and why you don't like it. For you, beauty maybe is nature. So you see a painting about nature, or Monet, for example, that's calm, that's peaceful. That's life. That's life on your terms. It reflects eventually on who you are. I've been born in the US. I was raised in India, and then I went to France for part of my studies. I grew up in Paris, and then I studied in UK for my university, and then I came to Hong Kong. So do I feel like I'm Parisian? I'm not American because I was born there, but my father was a diplomat. I'm French, but from around the world, and I feel that my identity fitted so well with Hong Kong because here it's a melting pot. People from all over the world come, and we are not defined by where we're coming from. We are defined by the fact that we all find ourselves in the same place and much more about where we want to go. We are defined by our projects, our enthusiasm towards the future. And that is really exciting. in most cities, you go to Paris, it's much more your heritage that's going to define you. Your name, your studies, the importance of your family, or where you're coming from, which province. Here in Hong Kong, these are questions we ask less. I would say the one word, if I had to choose one, is resilience. What makes Hong Kong strong and I think really different is its resilience, its capacity, no matter which crisis will impact it, its capacity to always be strong and find the way ahead. Hong Kong has a very clear path. Well, for me, I'm excited because this path is all about being a platform for culture, being a platform for technology, and an interface between China and the rest of the world. That's what Hong Kong is in its DNA. And I think that Hong Kong can do an amazing job at allowing cultures to understand each other. And I think that I want to play a part into that.